So, hello everyone, I am Monica from IELTS 9. So, we will be doing this reading passage. That reading passage name is What is Meaning? So, this is also from a real IELTS exam. So, for this reading passage, this is reading passage number 3. So, for this reading passage, we have been given here three types of question. First, you can see choose the correct letter A, B, C, or D. Means this is, you can see it, multiple choice questions. So 27 to 31 multiple choice question, 5 questions are there. Second type of question we have true false not given, and third type of question we have complete each sentence. So complete each sentence, these are incomplete sentences in red with the correct ending from A to H. Okay, so three types of question. This is certainly reading passage number 3. So what question you are going to do it first? So definitely this last question we can do it without reading so much, but I will not do it first because with the help of when we will be doing this first type of question and second type of question, then almost full passage we will be going through it. So last question location is really easy to find, and these questions are really easy to get correct answer only with the help of keyword strategy only. But keyword location we should know, we will come to know through first and second type of question. So side by side I will keep sharing you IELTS reading tips and tricks. So let's do reading passage practice with me. Okay, so I will start my reading passage from first type of question, that is multiple choice question. Let's do it. Don't read anything before reading the question statement, because here we will read the question statement along with the meaning and its keyword. Those keyword will take us to the location, but I can read the question statement first paragraph. They have already given the location of this question number 27. So we will not read all options. So multiple choice question means don't read the options first. Only try to understand the question statement and go to the location in the paragraph, and then after reading from there we will come to the all options. We will read one by one and eliminate two or three options. Means indirectly, if you ask me, after reading it from paragraph, when I will read a number option, then I will just find out, but means you need to find out whether this statement is, this option is true or false. If it is false means elimination. If it is true, same to same we have got the things here, then it is the answer. Okay, so what point is made in the first paragraph? Let's read what point. Why do we respond to words and symbols in the waves we do? The end product of education, yours and mine and everybody, is a total pattern of reactions. So IELTS reading tips and tricks. Here please don't read slowly, so read it fast little bit, try to understand what the main things they are discussing over here. So is the total pattern of reactions and possible reactions we have inside ourselves. If you did not have within you at this moment the pattern of reactions that we call, so this is also psychological kind of reading, so don't get disheartened with that. This is reading, we need to do it. Okay, that we call the ability to read. You should see here for meaningless black marks on paper the trained patterns of response. You are straight to patriotism by martial music. Your feelings of reverence are aroused by symbols of your religion, and you listen more respectively to the health advice of someone who has MD. So response reaction they are talking till the now, till this paragraph, after his name, then to that of someone who hasn't. What I call now, main important point is here. What I call here a, means writer is saying, a pattern of reactions then is the sum total of the ways we act in response to events, to words and to symbols. So this is the main point writer is just asking in the first paragraph. So let's read all options. The aim of education is to teach people to read. The end product of education, the aim of education. But the main thing is missing. So it is, we can't just write this answer. So B paragraph also, they were not talking like that. Everybody has a different pattern of reaction. They were not talking like that. Printed words only carries meaning to those who have received appropriate ways to respond. Okay, printed words, the ways word I have found it here. So what I call here a pattern of reactions then is the sum total of the ways we act in response to events. So here, those who have received appropriate ways to respond. So same words are there to events, to words, to and to symbols. So words may be oral, may be written, and symbols definitely this is written. So we can select this C1 and let's read D1. The writers should make sure their works satisfy a variety of readers. So there was no explanation like that. That writer should make sure that it's his work should satisfy a variety of readers. Nothing was given like that. So before moving to 28th question, please do subscribe my channel and like it. Thank you so much in advance. But the most important thing here is do practice with me. That's more important. According to the second paragraph, we will move to second paragraph. People are judged by. How people are judged by. Okay, so let's move to second number paragraph. Our reaction patterns or semantic habits are the internal and important residue of whatever years of education. Okay, we are looking for people are judged by. Let's move to parents conduct towards us in childhood as well as their teachings from the formal education, as we may have had from all our lectures we have listened to, from the radio programs and the movies, television shows we have experienced, from all the books and newspaper we have read. Okay, now we are looking for people are judged by. Comic strips we have read, from conversation we have had with friends. And if as the result of all these influences, whatever they were talking about from parents, teachers, movies, books and friends, so so if as a result of all these influences that make us what we are, our semantic habits are reasonably similar to those of most people around us, we are regarded as normal or perhaps dull. If everything is same as other people, then we are regarded as normal or dull. If our semantic habits are noticeably different from those of others, we are regarded as individualistic, means selfish or original. Or if the differences are disapproved of the view with alarm or crazy. Okay, so the level of education people are judged, no, people are judged by no level of education. Variety of experience, no, experience they are not talking actually. How conventional their responses are. A complex situation is also no there, so we will just move to C number. Okay, so because how conventional, so whatever we so here they are talking that make us, we are semantic habits are reasonably similar. So if we are regarded as normal, when we have same habits, then we are normal. And if our habits are different from others, we are regarded as individuals. So this we can mark it with C number. Because how I have found it, although directly they are not talking about how conventional their responses are, they are not talking about people are judged by education, they are not talking about people are judged by experience, not talking about complex situations. So these are not complex situations at the end when they are talking about from here to here, not complex situation, just explanation of the points. Three types of people, whether normal or individualist or something else crazy kind of thing. Okay, so 29th, what point is made in the third paragraph? Let's move to third paragraph. What point is made in the third paragraph? Third paragraph. Semantic is sometimes defined in dictionaries as the science of meaning of words. What important point? Okay, semantics is sometimes defined in dictionary as a science of meaning of words, which would not be a bad definition. Okay, if people didn't assume that the search for the meaning of words begins and ends with looking them up in dictionary, if one stops to think for a moment, it is clear that to define a word as a dictionary does is simply to explain the word with more words. Okay, they are talking about semantic, means looking into the dictionary for getting meaning and all. Okay, to be true about defining, so defining they are talking, we should next have to define the words used in the definition, then define the words everywhere, every line they are doing defining used in the definition and so on. Defining words with more words in short gets us at once into what mathematics, okay, call infinite regress. Alternatively, it can get us into the kind of run around we sometimes encounter when we look at pertinence and find it define impudence. So we look up impudence and find define impotence. Okay, yet and here we come to another common reaction pattern. People often act as if words can be explained fully with more words. Okay, to a person who asked for a definition of jazz, Louis Armstrong. Okay, some person name they have started. Okay, let's read it. Standard ways are incapable of defining words. Standard ways are incapable of defining words precisely. Somewhere I have words, they are saying defining words with more words. Okay. I'm not clear about this. I will read it again. Dictionary is most scientific in defining words. No, because in here they were talking about dictionary, looking dictionaries as the science of meaning of words, which would not be bad definition if people didn't assume that search for. So this we can't select. Dictionary is most scientific. This is not given. Means not. It is false. You can say it is most scientific. It is not there. So confusion is there. So B we will not select. A dictionary should define words in few words as possible. This is also not explained like that. Mathematician word was there, could define words accurately. Okay, let's read it. Mathematician. Okay, defining words with more words, in short, gets us at once into what mathematicians call an infinite regress. Alternatively, it can get us into the kind of run. So mathematician could define words accurately. Uh, Mathematician is here where yeah, mathematician what gets us at once into what mathematician call an infinite regress. I don't know the meaning of this infinite regress. So could define words accurately. This I couldn't get it from this sentence. So could define words accurately. I don't think so. They are talking about regression is something. I have done regression kind of regression mathematics kind of thing, but exact accurately it is not there. It is not that meaning that I know. So this is not also there. Standard ways are incapable of defining words precisely. So standard ways, they were talking about dictionary looking. So for finding the meaning of any word, dictionary looking they are talking. So defining words with more words, in short, gets us. And here also they are talking define the words used in defining the words used in the definition. I think this is confusing kind of situation, so that's why they have given this. Standard ways are incapable of defining words precisely, so it is given short also, so that we can select for 29th. So next 31 number question we are doing. No, 30 number, sorry. Louis Armstrong. So Louis Armstrong is here. Let's read it. What does the writer suggest by referring to Louis Armstrong? Okay, what he is trying to say by referring, by giving example of the, Mr. Louis Armstrong. Okay, to a person who asked for a definition of jazz, Louis, he said to have replied, okay, man who you got to ask what it is, man who you got to ask what it is, you will never get to know. Okay, proving himself to be an intuitive sementist as well as a great trumpet player. Man, you got to ask what it is, you will never get to know. Okay, you will never get that correct answer. Proving himself to be an intuitive semantics. Okay. Semantics. So next paragraph they are talking something else. It means wherever inverted commas are there, we will get answer of this. He is an expert of language. No, nothing like it. Nothing. It is given like that. He is an expert of language. About Mr. Armstrong. Music and language are similar. Music and language. Okay, maybe music. Great trumpet player. You will get to know proving himself to be an intuitive sementist as well as great trumpet player, okay, are similar because they have given as well as given means and we can consider it, but let's read other. He provides insight to how words are defined. Man who, okay, so to a person who asked for a definition of jazz, Louis Armstrong is said to have replied, man who you got to know what. Okay, they are asking him. He provides insights to how words are defined. This we can select. No. Similar kind of thing is not given, although they are talking about music also. Jazz is a music and language are similar. So language kind of thing is not explained. I don't think so. Language is given. So language is not given in these 2 3 lines. He provides insight to how words are defined. Playing trumpet is easier than defining words. This is also not explained. So I will select C number. 31 number. What does the writer intend to show about the example of personal manager? Okay, personal manager. So here this we have done Armstrong, this paragraph, and in next paragraph let's find personal manager. No, in this also next paragraph, operationalism outside people, language, other people. Personal manager is here. Now we will read this paragraph. But let us carry this suggestion of operationalism outside the physical sciences, where Bridgman applied it. Observe what operations people perform as a result of both language they use and the language other people use in communicating to them. Here is a personal manager studying an application blank. Okay. What does the writer intend to show about the example? Okay. So, why he had given this example of personal manager? Let's read it. Here is a personal manager studying an application blank. He comes to the words education, Harvard University, and drops the application blank in the drops. He comes to the word education, Harvard University, and drops the application blank in the waste basket. Okay, because as he would say, if you ask him, I don't like Harvard man. Okay, this is an instance of meaning at work, but it is not a meaning that can be found in dictionaries. So, okay. He is not liking Harvard people. This is an instance of meaning at work, but it is not a meaning that can be found in dictionaries. Means those who have studied books, actual thing can't be found in books. So some other thing he is looking for. Harvard men are not necessarily competitive in the job. Okay, this is also not explained. Means this is false sentence. Meaning cannot be always shared by others. The idea of operationalism does not make sense outside the physical science. Physical science is also not explained. Job applicants should take care when filling out the this is also not explained, that job application. So direct it is not given. Although he is not liking and he is just putting all the applications from Harvard man into dustbin, but this is also not explained clearly that job applicants should take care when filling out application forms. So 1, 2, and 3 are out. It means B will be the answer. Elimination theory is important in MCQs.